interview once in the work truck because I do construction. The work truck of one of the people I work with was sitting outside of the building I just left the interview in. I was wearing a suit and they saw me and I was like,
I was just kidding, guys. Don't worry about it.
Just teasing, guys.
Yeah, I started my new job. I got yelled at the first day really badly.
What happened?
He wore jeans.
And like a crew neck sweater.
So your job at a bank?
Yeah.
What?
They were black jeans.
Those are nice jeans.
Do you know why? Because in my head I was like, you know what? Let's see how far we can push it already.
Don't push it first day.
I hate jobs, dude. Like, I don't hate all jobs. I just hate
your jobs.
Boring jobs. No, there's a couple jobs I enjoy. I like the improv. I enjoy that for the most part.
But you don't work there anymore.
Yeah. Well, because
I'm working.
Daddy's got to make big boy.
I'm working shift for 2 people now. I'm working 2 people's shifts.
Yeah. I think it's funny. Go ahead.
I will say this is a terrible thing we've done to the male gender because there are so many women at my law firm who wear leggings and they're like
that should not, dude. That
look at how easy it is.
Dude, men don't have it easy. They don't have.
No, the clothing.
Here we have rigid pants.
The clothing I see women wear, I'm like, how is that business casual?
Yeah, no.
You're wearing a sundress.
That's from the lounge area of a Maurice's, and you know it, Karen.
Dude, dresses are really fucking comfortable. Have you put on a dress before?
It's not about, that's why I wore a crew neck. I wanted to be comfortable.
Dresses are real nice. That's my cover up after I get out of like a pool or something. Because literally, you can free ball after.
Yeah,
it's so nice. I went to Target. They have these nice towel cover ups. I just got the biggest one they had, and it's so nice. I just put that on over the top. I take off my swim trunks and I just hang out and just let it hang, and it's real good. I wear it after I shower too.
You're always hanging though. You got the
they got the droopy balls.
Fucking all
Pretzel. Fool her a pretzel, just leave her there. Gently, I won't hurt her. We're gonna have to cut this whole thing out.
Welcome to the You Broker Show, everybody. We're here with Raegan Niemela, having some fun.
We're having a great time.
She's a local comic in Milwaukee. Very funny. You should check her out.
Very funny. Check her out.
Yeah. Cut to the start of the episode. You haven't heard his droopy balls
I didn't know you had droopy balls.
You don't have to tell it.
Is it bad?
No,
is that a bad thing?
Well,
you look really downtrodden right now.
Well, guys, I've told this story so many times, but I broke my wiener in high school.
Don't call it a wiener when you're talking about when you're a child. I don't like that.
It's when you call it a wiener. That's when you call it a wiener.
I don't like
it. It was when I was 18. I was 18.
It's not a penis until you're a man.
Until you're a man. It's wiener.
Once you have a 401k, it becomes a cock.
But anyway, I jammed it on my sweet baby girl's leg because I was unprepared for the maneuver we were pulling off, which was doggy style.
Okay.
And then I heard a big pop, and my wiener went immediately limp, looked like a little baby shrimp. And then my ball swelled up to the size of a very large grapefruit. And then I freaked out, and I was like scared forever. I went home. I was like, Mom, I hurt myself on a trampoline. We need to go to the ER. And my mom's like, no, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And then my dad got home from work because he worked nights. And he was like, I was like, Dad, look at these. And I pulled my pants and he goes, Mary, we're going to the ER right now. We need to go now. So they were like gigantic, and my skin was like the actual color black because they were so bruised.
Oh my God.
And now I've got my grandfather's balls.
Nice. I mean, like, bleed them early, let them know. I just like that you said that was we were trying to maneuver the very exotic doggy style.
I wasn't prepared yet. I was like doing that. I was doing a good job, and she's like, go harder. I was like, oh, this is too much for me, and it slipped.
I guess doggy is kind of exotic in high school. Is kind of like, yeah.
Normally you just kind of like look at each other and like slowly hump after homecoming. That's like what high school
sex is. You know what's so sad is I never got to have high school sex.
You were a virgin?
Yeah, I lost my virginity when I was 21.
Really? Really?
Yeah. I had no interest in men or women for a long time. My mom thought there was something wrong with me.
That makes sense.
It was a relief when I was like, I think I like women. She's like, just suck somebody. Like, Jesus, Raegan. She's very LGBTQ supportive, unless you're asexual. And then she's like, no, you gotta fuck.
You gotta at least find something.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a true story. So you lost it in high school?
Yeah, to my fiance.
To your fiance?
No, not to my fiance.
Oh.
My fiance lost it to me. I lost it before.
Oh, all right. So
yeah, it was not as cute as I made it sound, but the
Really?
first one
Did you meet your
breaking
fiance in
your
high school?
penis isn't
Yeah,
cute?
we dated senior year, and then we broke up when we got to college, and then we got back together, and then we broke up one more time for good measure. 'Cause
Hell yeah.
We still needed to kind of figure it out, and then we got back together. We've been together for like 5 years. So.
Holy shit, dude, that rules. All right.
Yeah.
Dude, you banged your future wife in high school? That
Yeah, I
fucking
broke my
rules.
dick on that.
Yeah.
You
That's
marked
real
it
love.
first
That's
and you just
commitment.
came back to it.
Yeah.
She's like,
She's like, just remember, I can wreck you.
yeah, dude. If I send a picture of your gross balls to anyone, dude, they won't fuck you forever.
I'm gonna clip me saying you marked it first and then you came back and Raegan going, yeah. Send it to some feminist. She's not an ally.
God damn it, Brandon. I knew this was a trap when you asked me to come into a basement with 2 men.
This is kind of a creepy basement. If there wasn't rainbow on this wall, imagine
Yeah.
how terrifying it would be for anyone else to come into this.
Yeah, no. This
You work with what you got.
It's all
Yeah.
slightly beige, except for this. Like
Yeah.
you just
There's
walk into a
plans.
beige room.
I got plans for the rest
Yeah,
of it.
you got plans. I know you got plans. But if this wasn't here,
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if
that's
I
why
would even
you-
like
that's
showing
why-
up weekly.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know, I told Hannah when she was painting this wall, we were like, dude, give Lucy a ball, huge tits, and she refused, and I was really disappointed.
She made it a safe space.
Fuck, she should absolutely
That's
get
thank you!
huge tits.
Thank you!
Give her what she deserves, Hannah.
First off, much respect. I put her on the wall because I love Lucy.
Do you?
Like,
Yeah.
my mom used to make me watch it growing
He was
up.
just like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I genuinely used to
I
watch.
love Lucy.
I Love Lucy. The chocolate episode where they're eating the chocolate.
That's the only episode anyone knows that wasn't born when those
I
were out.
have
Dude,
seen.
fuck off.
I have seen.
No
a
one in their
ton.
20s likes I Love Lucy.
I used to watch the Three Stooges and I Love Lucy. I don't know.
Hey, that's
that
okay.
was-
Three Stooges goes on Boomerang.
You can call me out.
I'll call you out.
Do your
But
better.
that was the first person I jerked off to.
No way.
seen
In black and white?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's why her face looks like that.
Because she's got like blinking one on it.
Yeah.
Saw how many chocolates she could fit in her mouth, and I was like, only need room for 2. I lost my virginity in high school.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
I actually never really watched I Love Lucy. Like I've seen clips and
No,
stuff.
yeah. The only one I know is the chocolate episode when they just keep eating it. 'Cause
No.
Right.
That was my mom's favorite, but I
It was
watched
a classic because
Yeah.
it circulated so much. That means it was a good episode. Can you name another
Your
one?
mom had you watch I Love Lucy?
She would just put it on when
That's
I was a
good
kid.
mom. That's
Yeah.
good mom. Yeah.
I don't. Three Stooges. I found myself. I just watched Boomerang or whatever. it was.
Boomerang's so
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
It was
So
all
good.
classic.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Oh, that fucking rules. I was like recently thinking because I was trying to think of Halloween costumes. I was thinking about like the old cartoons that were old when we were kids, but you could watch them on like Cartoon Network and Bravo, like Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah. Or it was like what the
Kids
fuck
Next
happened
Door.
to Samurai Jack?
Samurai
That was like
Jack
a
was
newer one.
fantastic.
Yeah. But
Every like almost like every other black table that I serve when I'm working at the comedy club calls me Johnny Bravo.
really?
Yeah, they just go, look at this Johnny Bravo looking motherfucker. And I'm like, shit, so I'm gonna have him so
What a
fun.
reference
I was like, damn
to
it.
continue-
That's
okay.
when I used to have really big hair, though.
Then you just
my,
show
my
them
hair's not as big
droopy
anymore.
balls.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
Why are you always wearing sunglasses at the club?
Johnny Bravo was a classic. Codenames Kids Next Door was good, too. But that was a new one.
Have you guys watched Old Betty Boop cartoons?
I have not.
They are so fucked up.
Are they?
You have to watch Old Betty Boop cartoons. Yeah,
Never.
there's there's one where Betty Boop, they did Betty Boop as Snow White, and yeah, it's amazing. And they actually got, I forget the guy's name. He was like a very famous jazz dancer too, and he's like a ghost skeleton spooky guy. And he was like a famous jazz singer in that era. And they rotoscoped him like dancing to Betty Boop, like kind of being murdered by the witch. It's Cab Calloway. That's the one. Yeah, like old Betty Boop cartoons can be very sexually not okay. And then also, but like there was some like creepy, like gothic kind of shit going on. No, it's good. They're good.
Well, it's a cult classic though. Like everyone knows Betty Boop.
Oh yeah.
From like a certain time period.
For sure.
And then now, like anyone that you see with a Betty Boop tattoo, you're like, I know who you're about. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My best friend CJ has a Betty Boop tattoo. Yeah. And I was like, when she got that, I was like, fuck, I should have got that.
I think it's funny we've come full circle where cartoons used to be so inappropriate and like they're sexual and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now it's just like a bunch of conservative parents like, stop talking about sex in our children shit.
I know. It's like we've always been doing this. This has been the whole thing. Disney used to throw dicks and shit into their...
Yeah, like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And they're like, well...
One of the towers of the castle, the underwater
and the priest had a boner during the wedding.
Yep.
And then in Lion King...
Sex,
but everyone says it's SFX for special effects. I don't believe that shit.
No, fuck
No
you.
way.
You know
Don't you take my childhood sex out of my childhood.
You know they just get bored and they're like, let's see what we can get away with. The
Yeah.
same reason I don't wear
El
jeans and a
Dorado?
sweater.
I saw something.
Let's see what I can get away with.
Yeah.
I hate my job
couldn't.
at Disney. Fuck you.
Drawn dick, dude.
That rules.
You remember El Dorado? I just saw that circulating where they all like get up and they're like, holy shit, that's totally a blowjob.
Oh,
you see that?
I don't think I remember
Where
that
like
part.
I
remember that
He's like
movie.
the god, and he's like laying on his back, and then like the main woman character like gets up, and he just gets up cross-eyed, like whoa. And she's like, they can't see me with you like this, and he goes, they're gonna think one lucky guy. And I was like, holy shit.
I never realized
He was
that
so
either.
mad.
Yeah.
I just saw it on Facebook. I was like, this is a classic.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a
Well,
good
they're
one.
actually
What
people are
unrealistic
remaking them.
expectations.
People are altering them. Because
Yeah,
there
they're
was the
changing them.
SpongeBob one where Squidward grabs him by the nose, you know what I mean, and pulls him out. And somebody edited it where it looked like he grabbed him by the dick. And I was like, no way. That's like my
Watch
roommate.
it.
And then we looked it up. It was somebody just made it.
Gotcha.
I always knew they were Squidward and SpongeBob had a thing for each other.
They had to have.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's called Pick Two.
Pick two.
You could be good looking, have a lot of money, make good money, or be good at sex, but you can only choose two. What two are you choosing?
That's easy.
Okay, for you, but I feel like
Go
for guys
first.
it's different.
Look good and have money. And
Yeah.
people will still fuck you. If you
See,
look
as
good.
a woman, as a woman, dude,
No, I don't know. I've definitely had fucked a lot of dudes who were attractive who had no idea.
And
just
how many
zero
times did you go
contribution.
back after?
A disappointing amount.
Betty Boop.
All right, well, then you changed my mind because
I said I would just say money and good at sex.
that's what I was gonna
Right?
say. See, I think that's
Money and good at sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, you men like to do stuff. You gotta always have to like be good at stuff. And us ladies, we know that it's all about just
We
the
always need
appearance.
talent.
Yeah, it's just the facade. For sure, I love that everyone picks money though, right? Like you're never gonna not like. Well, to be honest with you, that's kind of the workaround: is you be really hot and really good at sex, make a lot of money. Yeah.
That's true.
That's a really good workaround.
But the things you'd have to do to make money with those skill sets probably aren't what you want to be doing.
one dick a day, $1,000.
Yeah, he said
fucking
he-
all in on that.
He said he'd suck a dick a day for $1,000.
That rules. Yeah.
$165,000 a year. I could quit my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, I'll suck a dick. I don't care.
Student loans are gone.
But after a while, you'll be like a 9 to 5. You're like, look, I gotta suck a
Only
dick
one a
today."
day. Eventually, it'll be so good where it'll be less time and I could charge more.
But no dude is gonna pay $1,000 to get their dick sucked. I
If
don't
I'm,
think.
I think so. Well, this
Well,
is
this is the-
completely
this is the-
hypothetical. But listen,
Why are
how
you
much?
stepping on-
Just wait,
Only if they
how much?
believed you was
theoretical
Johnny Bravo.
question.
They'd have to believe you were actually Johnny Bravo incarnate, and then you.
Okay,
could
well,
play.
how much would you have to get paid to suck a dick?
Just one.
One dick a day for a year. Every day. How much would it cost? How much would you have to
I don't know.
be
if
realistic
I
with
could-
yourself? I would even drop it down to 500.
I would be broken by a month, dude, mentally.
Because I know I'm not good at it. I know that. but I would be good by year
Why
2.
do you know that?
Yelp
Why
reviews
do you
got-
know that?
I gotta call me out of it. I gotta call me out of it.
So you want to get paid a lot to do a shitty job every day? For
Well,
the
okay,
rest of your life?
$500 because
You
I think
are
$500 is a
capital.
good blow. Like for a shitty blowjob, $500 from a stranger, like they're.
Does that mean teeth included for the less?
Well, for $500, you're gonna have teeth. I
Yeah.
guarantee that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do because I would even drop down to 5.
I
It's just being realistic.
I'm
Pick an
thinking.
amount.
I know. I'm thinking $5,000. I'm not worth that.
That's
I'm not
exactly that's what I'm saying. Be realistic. So
I'm not
1,000 was
saying
like-
I'm worth it. I'm saying that I don't think the loss of my soul of like sucking dicks I don't want to suck for
What
a
about the
year.
ones you do want to suck though? What would you do it for
I mean,
cheaper?
what is that? Michael B. Jordan and
He's got some great.
Shrek, dude. I don't know. I love Shrek.
Wow, you're a masochist, dude. I don't like feeling good. Brandon Wine.
Do you think Shrek splooge is like green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's not green. It's purple. Yeah.
Like
That'd be
purple.
better.
Yeah, it's gotta be some sort of cartoony color. There's no way it's normal.
You're not green. That's not a cartoony color at all.
But green, it's like green coming out of green. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if white comes out of pink, it's got to be like it's like teal. It's got to be
Yeah.
like teal. It's got to be It glows in the dark. It's
Adjacent.
actually the same color, but it glows in the dark.
That'd
Wait,
be
doesn't Jizz already
sick.
glow in the dark?
No.
No, but like they have the light they shine on.
Oh,
stuff,
black
right?
light, yeah, black light, yeah.
Doesn't it light up
Glow
like a
in
black
the
light?
dark, Reagan.
With a black light in the dark.
Things, yeah.
With a black light in the dark. Like if you were at a house party and someone came, you'd be like, "Wow, that dude just came." Like that's what would happen.
Reagan's just a child getting taken away. He said we're going to a haunted house. Something about glowing in the dark.
He gave me this necklace.
I had a good time.
It was pretty spooky, but
Do you guys like haunted houses?
I love haunted. I love being scared.
so what's the worst fall activity in your opinion?
The worst fall activity.
Like what part sucks about fall? Would you say other than the weather being cold?
I was gonna say, well, it's being
Yeah.
a smoker when the weather starts to get cold
Yeah,
is
no.
the worst part of fall.
Obviously, cold weather is always the worst,
It's
but like
bad.
specifically the fall culture.
Can I do daylight? Because like the loss of light, like now when it gets dark, it's like dark right now. It's
No,
so
specifically to the season.
The cultures-
The culture aspect.
Okay, I don't like. I think like very much about fall is like. And I don't know if you just want to say like Thanksgiving in general, but I feel like fall we all start to like have the pressure of like going home and doing family things. Like
That's super true.
yeah, we're gonna start going like, oh, I want to go to, or like even just in general, like oh, we're gonna go to a pumpkin patch. And don't get me wrong, like if I went to a pumpkin patch, I know I'd have a good time.
That's not the worst one.
Corn maze. I do like a
No.
corn maze though. I like.
I'm
still a white woman, damn it! I can't help it.
I got it for you right here.
Yeah.
And this is from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
Apple picking. Apple picking is fucking stupid.
It is really dumb.
It's so
dumb.
stupid. Because I had a girlfriend and I said, I'll go apple picking with you, but we can't take a picture. She doesn't want to go then. Watch her just mentally break down. She's like, is it worth it if they don't know
Dude,
that I went apple picking?
I
All the
have a
apples are
lot of
unfortunate.
friends.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who like anything outdoorsy. Like if you were to remove that element, like any camping, any like state park,
Yeah,
national
we
park, we would never be there.
If you
We
remove
would
photo
never.
Exactly.
aspect, like the photos you're saying?
The photos
Yeah.
are entirely. So last year, and I think my friend Morgan is not one of these women, but like
Good for
at
you,
all.
Morgan.
But yeah, Morgan fucking rules. She's not one of these women, but it reminds me of this because when we I moved her out to California. And we went to Arches National Park. First of all, I have to like fully like give myself away. I am such a fucking youper nature chick. Like we pulled into Arches National Park and Celine Dion happened to be playing. Happened.
That's so funny.
But I saw the first like big arch and I just started crying and my friend Morgan was like, I did not know you like Celine Dion. I was like, no bitch, look at that rock. That's a crazy rock.
Were you on acid?
No, stone sober, just like totally having a great time looking at dirt and dust.
That's so funny.
But so then we went to Zion and I climbed Angel's Landing, which was terrifying. It's a crazy thing where I'm terrified of heights, but I love a challenge. So like I've done a 14er in Colorado. I wanted to do Angel's Landing. Like I like doing this kind of shit. And I'm going up there. Morgan like dipped out once it got to the part where you're like going on chains, right? Like clinging to the mountain. So I was going up by myself. And these two bitches from LA are in front of me in like you know how all the white girls are buying those like white sneakers that are from the 90s or early 2000s.
That's everyone.
So they're in they're just in those. They have no water. They have no food. They have they have sunglasses.
Let's survive
and
with our
chapstick.
story.
Yeah. And they are stopping at every worst moment, just taking those terrifying photos. And then I'm like, I want to do this as fast as I can.
Yeah, you're
I was
just
like
trying to
training for a
accomplish it.
marathon. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to fucking go. And I'm terrified because I'm afraid of heights. And they just kept being like, would you take our picture?
Fuck that!
I have never come that close to wanting to murder someone in my life.
And it's that easy.
Yeah.
Because if I took their phones away, they would have literally gone back down the mountain. Like they were not even looking around them. Like I mean, Angel's Landing is fucking gorgeous, and all they were doing was taking pictures of themselves.
blows
made
my
me
mind.
I was so
It blows my
infuriated.
mind.
What if they were taking pictures of their surroundings? What would your opinion be on that?
If they were taking pictures of the surroundings, I did that for sure.
Yeah.
Like you want to have something to, and you do. It is like a good thing to have a memento of that moment, especially because it's like a physical accomplishment going up there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's
And you
not.
probably won't go there again ever. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I always said that, and I won't lie. That entire night after, I had dreams of falling to my death all night. I kept like jolting awake, and Morgan and I were sharing a hotel bed, so she would just. I think she was like, "Fucking Christ, Raegan!" Like the whole night. She was like, "We have to drive like 10 hours tomorrow." But yeah, I think I actually might do it again. But I would probably want a White Claw or two. I might shotgun a White Claw.
Shotgun a White Claw, sprint up the mountain.
Yeah, sprint up the mountain. But yeah, no, I think that like that element for women is just insane in nature. I don't think that I also think that it's like just gotten really romanticized. Where they're like, it's like a hot girl on a cliff, and it's like, yeah, but that's not what's cool about it. Like, did you learn anything about the space? Like, what is cool about Zion? You know, like.
Do you think there's truth to like girls take more pictures of themselves, guys take more pictures like pointed out towards what they're doing more so?
In my experience, women just take more pictures and men take none.
Yes, I have known pictures.
Are you?
Yeah.
You have a fiance. Like, do you take pictures of? I have never dated somebody who has ever like taken like a photo of me or even one of us together ever in my life. And I feel like I keep seeing like these boyfriends on my Instagram where I'm like, did she make him do that? Or does he love her that much?
There are times where she makes me take pictures.
Okay.
But then there's times where it's like she won't say it, or she's like in the moment, so she won't say it.
Yeah.
Like she'll probably like a picture of this.
Oh,
so you just like whip it out really quick, and you just take a couple pictures, you put it back in your pocket,
nice,
and then you send it to her
so-
later. But there's like a lot of times too. I mean, she asks to take pictures of us, like when we're doing something.
Yeah.
When we went to Italy together for 2 weeks, and all the pictures on her phone were of us, and all the pictures on my phone were like of shit we saw.
Shit you were doing. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Is like
Yeah.
that's what I
But
find
that-
is girls.
we
take
didn't
more
even talk
pictures
about that
of
beforehand,
Me
but-
in the environment, and guys will just be like, "Look, I was there."
Yeah,
you know.
but they're all the pictures I take are so bad. Like, hey, look at the Coliseum. It's just like a pile of dirt. Like it doesn't look good at all. But like when her and I take a picture, she's like, no. Like, and there's always another girl there that like knows how to take pictures, and she can like spot it out. They're like, no, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
And they're like
Women are good at this.
one-legged, like up, just like. Head up. And then just find the best picture, like, okay, that's a really good one. Like,
You'd see it. Yeah.
To be fair, though, we're not anything good to look at. You know, most.
100%. Yeah.
So
No, I'm like terrible.
No, but
at
it's
smiling.
I have found that though, like as I've gotten older, and I'm like I think pretty obviously I'm kind of a bro-y chick, but like as I'm getting older, I'm getting more sentimental. Where it's like, wow, I don't have like even the other day I was like at Bremen, I was like I was starting to take pictures of the room because I was like I don't think I've had all my friends in one place where I could take a picture of them and I can look at their face sometime and just remember this because it's like you're not always going to be at Bremen on a Monday, you know. Eventually you're going to move on and do
eventually
something else.
we're gonna give up. You know.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna give up, and you're
And then
gonna.
we'll just be two guys drinking in a rainbow-colored basement.
then we'll be conforming and wearing button downs to the bank. You know.
But I've been trying to like remind myself like it's good to like I don't ever want to be that woman who's like, can you take a picture of my ass while I'm going up Angel's Landing at Zion? But I do
Should
want
just-
to document my friend, and honestly, like I don't really care about the selfie, but like documenting the people you love
with
is
them around
important.
you.
Yeah, like going to Italy with your fiance. I think that's a good moment. If she was like, can you take a picture of me while I'm washing the dishes and like in this lighting?
Well, to be fair, that's hot.
We do like that.
Only thing I take a
We
picture
do
of.
like that.
That's what I follow: women washing dishes on this.
I jerk off to Lucille Ball and women doing chores. That's it for me, bro. And I don't eat pussy.
Not a simp.
But like, guess what? Like, my fiance just like got a second job, so like, yeah, we're all poor.
No, but that's funny. He got a second job, and now when she doesn't want to work, it's at the Improv. He has to pick up her shifts.
Yeah, bigger.
What's your fiance's name?
No,
She's a class act. That is gorgeous.
he calls me the other day. He goes like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be available Friday, but Jen has to work, but she doesn't want to, so I'm probably gonna have to pick up that shift." And I just start laughing so hard because he suggested she get a job there.
Yeah. Well, she likes it, but because she's, I can't say her profession, but it's very much like you have to have a lot of high energy the whole time. Where like me sitting at a desk,
Yeah.
I can just fucking
Do whatever.
I can pretend that I'm like doing my job. So sorry, this might be bad.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
And then so I was like, yeah, I'll take your job on. I'll take your shift on Sunday if you really don't want to. But so she's just picked like started working there, and it's actually really fun because we like typically haven't seen each other during the weekend because I'd always be working that night. So now it's like, now we kind of hang out, but now she's making more money in tips than me, and I fucking hate it. It's really,
Dude,
really competitive.
girls
I
make
have
way
seen your
more.
fiance.
Yeah.
She's very
It
attractive.
It doesn't.
V-neck,
I'm
you know what I
telling
mean?
you, every chick generally makes more tips than guys do.
Oh, for sure. For
which
sure.
which is
They-
fine, but
they
where's
also
the
come up-
patriarchy I'm looking for?
They also
That
come
is
up
the
and
patriarchy, baby. That is the patriarchy.
So let's not complain about it, is what I'm saying. It works, the yin and the yang, baby.
That's fair.
It's like if I'm trying to be like warm to people, I come off creepy. But if like a woman's coming off and being warm to someone, they're just like, oh, she's nice. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying, like I have to act like sometimes I try to act super flamboyant just so people like
Think you're gay?
think I'm
Do you
gay.
think that works?
Oh, it's always worked.
I'm gonna do
'Cause,
that.
Like, no.
Dude, everyone loves gay guys
I'm
now.
like, hey guys.
2022, and even
Yeah.
straight guys love gay guys. They're like,
My
look at that
name-
fucking gay guy. That was a great gay guy.
The first drag show I went to, I
It's a
cried.
fucking great.
You I fucking love it.
I cried at a Drake show. I was like, this is fucking beautiful. They're living their best life. And my fiance was like, dude, you gotta fucking get a grip.
Drag show?
Yeah, it was so,
What
they were
was
having so
the
much
song?
fun.
What was the song?
I do not remember. I just remember they were having so much fun. And I was also so intoxicated. I was with all of her coworkers. And I was just like crying. It's like, dude, you're embarrassing the fuck out of me. It's like, go to the bathroom and get your shit together, all right? But no, I was like, these guys are fucking killing it. It was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, my favorite bar in Minneapolis was the Gay 90s.
There's a gay 90s bar?
It's very fun. It's a warehouse of bars.
Yeah.
And it's split down the middle.
And you like go in and out?
So no, it's split down the middle.
Yeah.
On the right side, it's the gay for men. On the left side, it's lesbians.
Yeah.
And then they have half naked men dancing on one side and half naked.
Half-naked-
chicks. I went straight to the lesbian side. in the
Told
back,
in the dude section.
Yeah,
just
in the
like, hyped
back.
them up like, you go Quay.
Well, wait, in the back end. In the back end, there's a sports bar with 7 lonely men who don't want to.
Don't touch me, bro.
No
Don't
one's
touch me.
ever in the sports bar. It's hilarious. I'd walk through there just to look because I'm secure enough in my sexuality to just have fun wherever I go. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
And then you go upstairs and there's like a pole dancing area, so you can go dance on a pole if you want to.
Oh, nice.
And each of these has a bar within it.
Yeah.
And then you go down the hallway and there's this huge drag show section where they have drag shows every night. I don't know. It was just a fun time because there was just so much going on that it was just crazy.
And it's all hype too. There's nothing more hype than like going to a gay bar because they're all just like, fuck yeah, you're doing it. And they're all like hyping each other up. And it's like,
They'll
you
help
know
you
what?
get laid if they
Yeah,
feel like
it's
you're
like,
on
you
your
know what?
streak,
Like, I
too.
Dude,
wish
yeah.
like that was at every bar. Like everyone's like trying to help each other out at that bar, like being like
Yeah.
hype people.
Because they know they're gonna bang. They're like,
Yeah,
bro,
they're
we
just like,
gotta
don't worry,
do
I'll
this.
find whatever.
It's very sex positive at,
Yeah.
at gay bars. Yeah. I think that was, like, as somebody who goes to both, like, a lot, like, I think that, well, not as much as I like. There's only one gay bar for women in Milwaukee, which is Walker's Pint. I would like to go to more than that.
I'm going to that. I didn't know that existed.
Dude, it's amazing. You should come. Sometimes I go with Drew.
I didn't know
Sometimes
this
Drew and
existed.
And I just sit around and I'm like staring at. That's the only thing about that bar is it's like it's filled with women who are either way too old to be looking at you or are way too young for you to be looking at. That's the only problem with it. But no, it's a great place and everybody's like amazing and supportive. But I will say, the nice thing about like gay bars, I love the vibes and the people and like you said, the support. Yeah. But the only thing is like straight bars though, like they understand when you want a lonely drink. Because sometimes I want a lonely drink. I just want to drink. Like I don't want to talk. I want to be old man, and you can't do that at gay bars. Yeah. They're gonna be like, what are you about? And it's gonna be like, no, I'm a sad lesbian. I'm bisexual, but I was sad bisexual tonight. You leave me alone. Yeah.
Maybe I want to see why I like it because I've just been so used to straight bars, and everyone just lets you be alone. Yeah. But I like to not be left alone every once in a while.
You gotta want to dip
Airport bars are the perfect bars to be alone.
Yeah. I want a Chili's.
I want a Chili's pint.
Dude, Tyler Menz and I, who is another Milwaukee comedian, went to High Plains, and we're in the airport, and I was like, let's get a Bloody Mary at Chili's, and he would not do it with me. Yeah, I was like, you fucking bitch.
Okay, I hate Bloody Marys, but I would have gotten a mimosa or a beer or something.
That is the only un-Wisconsin thing I've ever heard you say in my life.
I just don't want to drink cold tomato soup.
You don't like that?
It doesn't sound good to me.
It's very good.
I love tomato soup, grilled cheese, but...
You don't like grilled cheese? Or
no, I love that.
Like, yum.
But cold tomato soup, I'm not a fan of tomatoes in that way. I don't know, it's just me.
That's why it's got to be spicy.
Yeah, I hated Bloody Marys. One of my good friends, like moms, made me a Bloody Mary, and she put like pickle juice, like seasoned it up and everything. And I drank that, and I was like, you better give me 8 more. It was always good. It's always good. You have to get a spicy one though, and you can't do one where they just put toppings on it because it's always going to be a shitty Bloody Mary because they're just throwing a chicken on top of it. Yeah. You need like just a plain Bloody Mary at like a bar where you're like, okay, this place is a little dirty. Like I don't want to touch the countertop. Yeah. They're gonna have a good Bloody Mary.
So I was thinking
V8.
No.
I thought I would like V8 because I like Bloody Marys.
So exactly.
That's like V8.
Bloody Marys without alcohol, and you don't like it. So.
Yeah, you need to have a little bit.
No, there's no zhuzh in a V8. Right. There's no spice. Like it's not like Bloodies have a lot going on. Yeah.
Why do you think Wisconsin drinks so much?
It's cold.
It's cold.
No,
for 8 months.
but it's cold everywhere around the Midwest. And we drink more than any other state. I was thinking about this today at work. Why do we drink significant? Like out of the top 20 cities that drink the heaviest, that drink the heaviest in the country, we have 10 of them.
Oh, duh! Because the beers were all here. Like all the early beer, like Schlitz, Pabst, Miller, all of that started in Milwaukee. I think that's probably got to be why.
But that's
capitalism, baby.
That's just Milwaukee. What about the rest of the
state?
It's
the whole
state pride.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's like number 12. It's like there's 7 more cities before Milwaukee.
My hometown was number 1 for a year.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Appleton.
Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah. I went to high school near there.
Really? Where?
Pulaski.
Okay, I know Pulaski.
Yeah. I used to smoke Swisher Sweets in the parking lot of the Fox Valley Mall.
Hell
when I was mad at my mom, I would just go into the mall and just smoke grape Swisher Sweets and be like, that bitch doesn't get me. That was ridiculous, yeah.
We're the only place that like plans to drink the next morning while we're drinking at night.
That's very true.
Like that every place I've been to, they're like, what are you fucking talking? Do we need an intervention?
Because the UP drinks a lot. I'm from the UP, so like the UP drinks a lot in Upper Michigan. But like we are not morning drinkers. Like coming to Wisconsin, learning the culture. And again, I went to UW Madison.
That's morning drink central.
100%. And they're like, then you sober up and you eat, and then you keep drinking forever. And I was like, this is fucking. I've never been like, you have a problem, but like you guys have a problem.
It's wild.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I used to always get told when I lived down in Florida, they'd be like, no, I can't have another drink because I'm gonna be hungover. And I'd be like, no, that's why you keep drinking, so you don't get hungover.
You just got to drink the same thing.
Yes.
You just have to continually drink that. You can't mix it up. When I was younger, I could mix it up. Now I just stick with the same exact thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't mix it up anymore. Like, you have to get drunk, drink some sort of electrolyte. Usually you got a Body Armor. Just drink that real quick.
Go to Body Armor?
Body Armor.
Over Gatorade?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yes. Coconut milk.
UFC fighters.
Coconut water.
You were such a pussy.
No,
come on.
There's mold in
You won't eat muff, but you're gonna drink a coconut milk. That's disgusting, dude.
They say you are what you eat. In that case, I'm not.
You're a coconut. You're a coconut. Good job.
So, all right. Now I want to play top 5. We're gonna rank our top 5. Raegan, what are your top 5 tampons?
Ooh, okay, yeah.
No, that was a joke.
Bloody. I love when they're soaked.
Real game. It's called Two Truths and a Lie Current Events. Okay? So I'm going to list 3 news articles. And you have to guess which one's the lie.
Okay, all right.
All right. So weed legalization linked to the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Wait, what?
Weed legalization linked
Okay.
to the overturning of Roe v. Wade.
Weed legalization. Okay.
The next one. Even Trump is saying Kanye West is acting pretty crazy and needs help.
Pretty crazy is a good thing because I'm picturing it in quotes.
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
He's being pretty crazy.
He's being.
And the last one. Florida is seeing a spike in infections caused by flesh-eating bacteria after the hurricane.
The first one.
Fuck! I've never gotten somebody.
Dude, I totally believe Trump would say that.
Yeah, I
totally
know. Do you crumple or fold your toilet paper?
See, you guys don't understand. You don't have as many folds.
Jesus, I do, but they're not attached to my butt.
You're talking about dangly? You're talking about dangly nuts over here?
Look at my
got
Grandpa
folds?
Rudy's balls. My balls are my Grandpa Rudy's balls.
You can't crumple if you want to get more than one wipe out of it.
No,
you gotta
you have to
fold.
fold.
You have to fold.
I agree.
I fold as little as possible. It's like origami. You just have to put a real small square.
I crumple
and
because
I push it right up in there and I pull it out and then I drop it.
That's how I end it.
That's
what I do.
That's how I end it.
You gotta Hershey
wait.
kiss it. That's
Yeah, if it still
it's
sticks, you need to keep wiping. If it
Hershey
doesn't
kiss
stick,
it.
you're good.
That's what I call it. Hershey kiss it. You just
You push it and see if it sticks.
in your
Yeah,
ass.
so you have probably 4 squares. You wipe once, you fold, wipe again. You go back down to 1 square. Wipe. If it's still going, you go down to half. Go. Fold it again. You're on very little surface area. And you're like, this one better be it, otherwise I'm gonna have to do the unspeakable. And then you wipe it, and you fold it. It's this little tiny square, and you just push it up. And you're like, if it sticks, I have to keep going. If it doesn't stick, I'm good.
That is amazing.
Well, we have a lot more hair.
It's like, you're like, is my asshole El Dante? Perfect.
We don't kiss our fingers after. We probably do that.
You just do this.
Yeah, we just go this.
under the faucet. Rinse them off.
We suck them.
Oh my god.
All right, next question for random questions. Is cereal soup?
No, what are you, AJ Grill? Get out of here with this bullshit.
Did he say that before?
Has he said
Did you
that?
steal his jokes?
No, he has. Actually, you probably weren't around, but he used to do a bit about if hot dogs are
A sandwich?
a sandwich.
They
Yeah, let's-
I
But
think
that
they
became
are.
a meme then, so we stopped doing the bit.
Let's entertain our viewers with
Sorry, with
comics
local references.
with comics old jokes that they don't do anymore.
Yeah, with local aged local references. It can't be, okay? It can't
Yeah, it's
be.
not warm. I don't think it is. That was an off question.
No, but
You've had
gazpacho.
Cold soup.
Gazpacho.
Okay, if you make cold soup, that's just you being a piece of shit saying, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make cold soup. And you're just
I like cold nacho cheese. Cold nacho cheese. I like that way more than warm nacho cheese.
you're an asshole.
Cold nacho cheese is way better because it's not all drippy. You just dip it in the nacho cheese thing, eat it.
No.
It's like a Lunchable.
No.
Lunchable, you like cold Lunchables?
I can't be bothered to heat up the jarred nacho
Fuck
cheese.
yes, thank you.
But I prefer it hot.
Who are
so I'm in the. Don't fight.
What do you think about heating up a donut? What do you think about heating up donuts?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Do you ever get a?
I've never done it.
You ever get a glazer?
Exactly, because it's not.
Bro, go buy glazers.
You're so good anyway.
From-
Why would you need to spend
Bro.
30 more seconds?
Bro.
But I dip it in the coffee, which makes it hot.
That's good.
But that's when
Yeah.
you like it. Go
Yeah.
buy glazers from Quick Trip. Put them in the microwave 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I have to wait. I just want to.
5 seconds.
I'll demolish.
But come on.
5 second per donut. Right? It's 30 seconds.
How many donuts are you eating? I'm concerned for your
In 30
well-being.
seconds, guess what? I'm eating 24 donuts. Because those are so light and fluffy. You
Yeah.
can just keep going
Yeah.
after them. Have you had the cake donuts?
See, I think it's a type of donut though. Like I would heat up a glazer,
That's
but I
what
would
I'm saying.
never heat up a long john.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never
I'm
do
not
that.
saying, I'm saying
No.
specifically.
I would
glazers.
never do that. I would fucking never, bro.
Should we shotgun a little beer?
Yeah.
We got one. Let's share it. No. All right. How many?
Some more Millers in that.
How many chickens do you think could kill an elephant?
None. No chickens. Probably, right?
No chicken. None. The way you said that was so
That's some
funny.
8 Mile shit. No chickens. None.
I did it right there.
Is this like a cross the road situation?
I don't know.
Like, I was like kind of interesting. You know what? One chicken. If the elephant ate it and it was like bad, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
The elephant got
You're
salmonella.
Yeah.
Salmonella.
I don't think chickens could kill an elephant.
I don't think either. I mean, what if there's 1 million chickens?
Are they all like
Are they
out for
starving?
blood?
They have to be starving.
Were they brainwashed to murder an elephant?
Do you know what's true though? I heard this. It's true.
How did you laugh before the punchline?
Because I was like, you don't know this for sure, you dumb bitch. You're just saying, you're talking shit right now. But I swear to God, I heard that if there's like a corpse or like anything that's bleeding, like, right, like if it's like a bleeding, like a wounded animal, birds will just keep attacking it. So like we'd have to lash the elephant.
Once.
One time.
There's rules.
Like a lot, dude. Do you really like elephants?
So women are at risk for getting attacked by birds, is what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because they got periods.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You never had a chicken in your pussy, bro? No, I had to put an animal down in the pandemic. So like I
That's
adopted.
even more sad.
Yeah.
Because you had to stay home, and then you definitely knew that.
They let me in the room at least when it was like actually happening.
nice.
That it was at that point in the pandemic. But what was really depressing about it was that I didn't realize how expensive it is putting an animal down. It's like at least $1,000, and I had
Wait,
already.
what?
Yeah. Well.
I spent $80 on putting my dog down.
What?
Yeah,
Because
you're
you're an
lucky.
ugly dog.
Because you shot it?
No, I brought in. Okay, but it did get expensive because they were like, "Has this dog bit anyone?" Because this dog was a rescue and like didn't like people other than me and my fiance taking care of it.
Okay.
So bit my niece, my fiance's niece, and then my mom, and then my fiance a couple times, and we're like. She bit my mom, and that was like the only person that like we knew could take care of it.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, this is it. Like this, it has to be it. It's been like 5 people at this point. We have to put this dog down, and we brought her in, and they're like, did this dog bite anyone in the past 24, 48 hours? And my fiance's like, yes. I was like, why did you say that? We're probably gonna spend so much money. And then the vet comes in. She goes, so she did bite someone in the past 24 hours, and I was like, can you tell us what that means? She goes, well, you'll owe $500. And we have to cut her skull open and do tests on her brain for rabies. And I go, no, she actually didn't. And she was like, good enough. And that was it.
Oh my God. No, dude, so this is very upsetting for me to hear because in the pandemic, my kitten, it turns out, had a heart defect. So, like, I adopted Stevie and one of her babies, right? Like, that's my adult cat and then the baby. And the baby, so, like, its heart just, like, stopped growing. It was like the Grinch, but in reverse.
But sadder because
Momo was
he
was a very good boy. No, he did. He saw one and then I ripped it away, you know. But I'll come back to the Christmas thing though. But yeah, so like basically I bring him in, he's like has the heart defect, there's nothing we can do. So I'm like, all right, well we gotta do this. So put him down, and they like are like preparing for it, and they are like readying the injections and like all of this in front of me, and then they're like, so do you want his remains? And I was like, yeah, I want his remains.
Oh, that's why it was expensive.
Yeah, and they were like, well, okay, so it's gonna be $900 if you want his ashes. It's gonna be $900, and I was like, okay, do I have options? And they were like, yeah, or you could pay $300 and you get his ashes like mixed in with a bunch of other fucking people's ashes. I was like, what, dude? And he's like on my lap in a blanket, like looking at me like, and I'm like, buddy, I love you so much, but like, your dead body is not worth that much to me. So it was like very traumatizing conversation they're having with you with your cat in your arms, just like Like, I'm sobbing. Like, I'm absolutely
It's
sobbing.
so
And they're
sad.
like, 900, baby. That's what it's gonna be. And I'm like, no. So I was like, can I take his body? And they were like, yeah, you can do that. And I was like, do I have to pay you? And they're like, no, that's for free. So we put him down. It was very traumatizing. He was such a good boy. Oh my God, it still makes me very sad thinking about it. But I put him down, and then they give you this box, and
The box is shaking because it's still like shivering.
No. Thank God.
Shivering.
So this is the vet clinic down here, and then I'm parked at the end of the parking lot, and they give you the box right here, and because it's COVID, this entire parking lot on both sides is just filled with people and their animals, and they give me the box here, and I'm just walking down sobbing like down past all of these cars to my car, and there was a woman who was just looking at me like, oh, honey, and I was like, fuck you and your live dog. I hope he's getting put down today. I was so hungry. But anyways, then I had to go home. It's COVID, and so everybody's kind of like looking out their windows, right? Because like it's all we had to do in COVID. And I had to bury him in my garden. I had to dig a hole. And I looked up at one point, and both neighbors watching me digging a hole with what's obviously a dead cat next to me. It was just so bizarre and insane. But the worst part, speaking of Christmas, was that on Christmas Eve, the vet clinic took little paw prints and they sent them out, and they got to my house on Christmas Eve, and they fucking ruined my Christmas.
Yeah.
I love that I have them, but I was just like, bro, you couldn't wait till the new year? Like, you couldn't have waited like 1 week and sent these out. I went down to grab the mail on Christmas Eve, and I walked up, I was dating Elijah at the time, and I was just like, and he was like, what just happened to our day? And I was like, I got the fucking paw prints. But yeah, they charge you hundreds of dollars to kill.
Is there like a third option? Like you snort a line, you get 10% snort a line of your dead cat.
And you just like light it right there, dude. Yeah.
It's free.
So I can just take his body home and throw him in my fire pit? Is that what you're telling me? You guys want to come over for some fucking...
At least that's classy. My sister used to, after she found out I was allergic, she's like, I'm going to foster cats. And my parents were like, okay. And I was like, do you hate me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you hate me?
Oh my God.
So we at one point in time, we would, multiple times.
This is why you don't eat pussy.
We would, damn straight. I'm allergic. I'm allergic. Yeah. We would have anywhere from like 4 to 10 cats in our house. Kittens usually.
That's so many cats.
But kittens wouldn't. Their dander doesn't like affect you as much until you get a certain age. But they have you hang on forever. So by that time, I'm just like, dying. And often because they don't have their mother or they weren't taken care of well, they would die. A lot, like half of them would die. So there was like a litter of like 6, 3 of them would die, and I would just come home, like, after school, be like, oh, I want a snack, and there'd just be dead kittens in my fridge, dude.
Not in your fridge?
Why
are in your fridge?
Because that's what the Humane Society said. Like, oh, just put them in your fridge and then bring them in.
Why are you bringing them
How
anywhere?
about you just bring them in, or you throw them in your fire
Well,
pit?
they smell. You got to put them somewhere. So I would just open the fridge for a frozen pizza,
It's so
and I would see
ridiculous.
some frozen puss.
I take everything back. Brandon, I wouldn't eat pussy either. I would never once, because it was in your fridge. You could have cooked it up, and you were like, nah. Went to a bachelorette party, and I was in high school, and she came back, and she had what's called a bullet vibrator. So it's like this
the
big,
little one. Yeah.
the little one.
Oh, I know what's up.
because you don't use
I
it,
won't
'cause
eat
you don't
pussy,
eat them out.
but I'll work it out. Yeah.
I eat fucking pussy. You know what? I don't eat pussy. I'm just gonna go with it.
You don't. This is gonna be
That's
your
fine. That's fine.
You know, and I'm not gonna lie. You talking about it has made me want to eat pussy less. I'm like, these bitches don't deserve this shit if they're gonna talk about it.
Eating pussy's great.
I know,
Dude, it's like aged cheddar. It's very good.
I don't think any of this is getting used at this point.
I think it should be
it's
like
like
the beginning of the
Sargento.
episode. No, but my mom, so she went to the bed, whatever. She found this, bullet. So I took it as a child. No discussion.
You did you know what it was?
I figured it out. I figured it out. No, that's a great question.
Now I know why I like Nintendo so much.
I was like looking at it, I was like, why does it say bullet? Because I was 16 and I wasn't familiar with any of that.
Yeah, you were 16 and you didn't know what it was, but you figured it out by
Dude, I told you I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 21. Like 20 or 21, something like that.
Was that because you were just like...
Why were you not interested in it? I'm just
Do
curious.
you just not know?
You
or
know,
were you just
I know exactly
confused?
why. I was sexually confused, but also like my mom. So my mom is super hot. Like my mom is like smoking fucking hot. Always has been.
Do you remember your mom?
Marsha.
Bring her to a show.
Congratulations.
Bring her to a show.
No, what, just so you could not eat her out? Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. She's gonna love that.
Yeah, no, dude, Marsha gets head for
Bro,
sure.
they like being
My
with young
fiance
men.
will
They
eat her
don't know
out
what
before
we're
you eat
doing.
her out. That's what would happen.
But so my mom, like, honestly, like, so my parents got divorced when I was 8, and then my entire like upbringing, like, my mom just like always had men, and so I never had any interest in it because it was always just like drama and like they seemed shitty and like I didn't get it, and so it was just like kind of exhausting to me. And I was like, well, whatever, that's her thing. Or that, yeah. And so, but anyway, so she brought this thing home. I find it, and I'm like, okay, figure out what it's for sure. Figure that.
How many tries did it take for you to find out what it was for before you like stopped using it as a back massager?
No tries. I read the directions. That's how much of a nerd I was.
Oh, I thought you found a loose.
What's your mom?
No.
What's your mom's
Dude, I
gonna?
want to use my mom's used vibrator.
Your mom's
now
gonna
we're all on the
resell
same
it?
page.
Is she
Now
gonna
we're all on the same
resell
page.
this shit?
No, she was never gonna use it because she was getting
Facebook
laid so much. My mom didn't need a vibrator because she was getting fucking dick, dude. Marsha.
Marsha.
That's
She always got dick. She always gonna get dick,
That's
dude.
super UP by the way, Marsha.
Yeah.
Marsha.
Ray, named after my mom. But yeah, so she had this literally I think it was the year I graduated college. My mom came to visit me right before I moved to Milwaukee, and we got drunk, and she was like, I have to ask you something. And I was like, okay, Mom, what's going on? And she's like, did you ever find something in one of my drawers in that apartment in Pulaski? And I was like, I immediately knew what she was talking about, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, I wanted her to have to say it. She's like, she was like, did you find a vibrator in there? I was like, no.
I was
like, and that was like the.
But you weren't into guys. Were you just vibrating to the thoughts of hiking a mountain? Like what?
No, it was those things. Like I was into guys, but it was like I was also into girls. And like in my brain when I was young, I was like, oh, you're gay or you're straight. Like I didn't realize you can just like fuck whoever. Like I didn't realize like and like I don't even think like yeah, I don't know, because like that's the thing where it's like being bisexual I think is like not even a good term, because it's like I'm not attracted to men and I'm not attracted to women. There's like people I'm attracted to where it's like that person is hot to me. Like men generally not all across the board hot. All women not across the board hot. I got in a lot of trouble for saying that I didn't think Beyonce was quite as attractive as everyone put her.
Who do you think is like? I would say Beyonce's hot as fuck. Who would you like compare like in your book as that?
My number one?
Peak woman, peak man.
Dude, Megan Thee Stallion, easily. Like, Megan Thee Stallion is so fucking hot, dude.
She's so pretty.
She's so hot.
She's such a beautiful
It's
baby
not
girl.
that she's not
Dude, she's
attractive.
so,
it's that she's
everything
your
about her
number
body. Everything
She's not
about her
your
body.
number one, is she?
Yeah, she's. Well, no. So growing up, my number one was Posh Spice. Yeah, and yeah. I mean,
That's okay. It's okay.
Oh, tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
That's so okay.
oh, Posh never sang. Let's not pretend. She was just there to be hot.
A bullet in my puss. A bullet in my mouth.
Number one dude is early 2000s Hugh Laurie.
I don't even know who that is. I'm looking it up.
He's House.
Yeah.
I've driven down the House.
He's very pretty.
I've driven
He's a
down
good-looking
the
guy.
House.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's beautiful.
And he's
eyes.
got his character. Were you watching the show? Well,
Oh yeah, no.
yeah, his character is
So you
definitely jerk off a bull too. Absolutely. He's just like always like consistently staring at people.
I
with
love
his,
a
like,
smart
smartness.
narcissist.
Yeah.
That makes a lot
Yeah, just you know I'm better than
of sense.
you. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god, call her a bitch again.
Nut on me and tell me that I'm shit.
Such a good bull. That's so funny.
Oh my god.
What's your number one? Who's your number one?
Woman and man. You
Okay,
guys
now
have to do
your
both
friends
too.
are like growing up. Who was your number one?
Okay, growing up.
Woman and man.
Oh, when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
both.
Okay, so when I was growing up, woman, not real, Ariel.
Oh.
Loved Ariel.
I get that. Mine was Dimitri. If we go animation
mine was,
route, Dimitri and
mine was
Anastasia.
Oh yeah.
Esmeralda.
So Ariel.
Esmeralda.
And then when we
I just
graduated,
watched the Hunchback.
Dude, side note.
Sorry,
As a kid,
interrupting.
for Halloween,
Yeah.
I loved the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I was like, Mom, I want to be the Hunchback from Notre Dame.
He's like, you already got
So
it, buddy.
she made me the
You want to be the dude who didn't get to fuck Esmeralda?
No, she made me the costume, so she like made the outfit, and then she sewed a pillow into the back,
Hell yeah.
and I
That's
put
a
it
good
on,
mom.
and I go, I look like a freak, and then I didn't go trick or treating. I was like, I'm not going looking like a freak. I was an idiot. I was like 7 years old. It didn't make sense. I know. I'm aware.
Yeah.
But I couldn't handle. I don't know. I was just like, Mom, I look like a freak, and I just didn't go trick.
That's the truest cosplaying of the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Sweat in the attic.
You're like, I can't go up.
I went in the attic
upstairs and talked to your boys.
And like rang a few bells. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so it was okay.
It was Ariel, but that was animated. If we go to real people, it actually gets pretty difficult.
I jerked off to so much.
So many cartoons.
Shania Twain, Faith Hill.
I'm trying to like actually think of like who the first like, but because the first time I actually jerked off was when I would search nipples and clip art. Yeah, and that's real. It was all maternity pictures too.
I was gonna be like, for weirdly they were all pierced. No, yeah, okay.
But I was it was back in the day. Hannah Montana was always great.
So like your mom was number one growing up then.
That's a good one. Hannah Montana was good because like back in the day they were like a kid and you're like, oh, there you go. Miley Cyrus has like a special place in my heart just because like obviously
she rules.
Jerking off and she's just like this fucking icon. You know what I mean?
Bro.
She's just like so sexually ambiguous. You're like, I don't know what to think about you. Like I think you might like take my dick off, but you also might just be like a good hang.
Yeah.
Guys wise is a little bit different. I didn't start
like
really
a
getting
dude,
into guys.
Like even a dude like you just like
I didn't start
wanted
really
to
getting
be.
into guys.
I have answers for this.
I didn't really start getting into guys until tonight.
I have answers for this.
Like a dude you wanted to be, because like if you guys aren't.
Oh, Brad Pitt and Troy.
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Heath Ledger, you into that a little bit? Heath Ledger.
Knight's Tale?
Yeah.
Knight's Tale. Heath Ledger was good. But the only
Nice.
time I knew who Heath Ledger was when I was watching The Joker, and I just was like, oh, dude, I'm so dark now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I didn't jerk off anymore. I just like blame women for everything. But other than that, like, yeah, Heath Ledger, handsome guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll fucking tell. I would fuck so many dudes.
Brad Pitt.
I kiss more
Ocean's
guys
11.
on the mouth than I have girls.
Oh my god, that's.
It's concerning.
That's because I would always be like, hey, how about you?
You're with your.
It's only concerning
you're with a
because
high
you're
school
gay.
sweetheart. I mean, that's.
Yeah, she knows all of it. Because
Yeah.
there'd be guys talking shit, like, how about you just kiss me on the mouth? They'd be like, fuck you, and I just kiss them, and they'd be like, whoa.
That was
Dude,
like
that's
John
pretty straight, dude.
Barron's,
That's pretty
bro.
straight. Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
right.
gonna do it, but that was
John
like
did that, didn't he?
That was insane.
Yeah, so I would do that.
That was
and then-
genius.
You guys made out?
No.
No,
I would make
you
out with
didn't hear
John.
the story?
I would make out with John.
Side note.
He broke up a
Not
whole fight.
included. John had a veteran in his face about to beat the shit out of him because he was wearing a military hat. That wasn't like military.
I heard about
yeah,
this.
It was
Yeah.
just like I support the troops type of hat.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're not in the military. Don't wear it. Don't wear it. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna wear it. I bought it. It's not like a real thing. It's not stolen valor.
Yeah.
And he keeps going in his face, and John just goes and kisses him. The dude just walks. He snatches his
It's
hat
so
and just
smart.
walks. It diffused the whole. I'm
does.
gonna do that. It was. Genius.
I trust John. With
It
my
was
life.
genius,
Yeah,
dude.
that's amazing.
It's really,
I told him that.
really
I was like,
fucking
dude,
smart.
that was genius. Like
Yeah.
it was beyond what I would have.
Well,
done.
here's the thing. If you kiss a guy in the mouth, he has to either tell you how much he didn't like it.
Or he has to give you tongue.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if he beats the shit out of you, you just start like, yes, hit me, daddy.
Yeah.
No, I never thought about getting hit. I always just knew if I kiss him.
How did you know? I'm
What
into
the
that.
fuck?
Dominatrix.
You should. I think if there's ever anyone get in your face, just kiss him. Because fighting is miserable. I used to think I was the toughest guy in the room, and then I just started kissing dudes, and it won way more times than trying to be tough. It did. It was like way better. Because I would always like give people's faces, and they'd be like, "Oh, let's fight." And I always have people like pull me away, but like they'd get in my face, and I would just kiss them, and then everything would end. And then him and I would be like, "All right, we're boys now. Like we're fine."
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
because guys would be like, "Okay, you know what? Like, you're not like actually trying to fight. You're not actually a dick because you got tough lips." You know, so they would just like chill.
You got tough lips, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just always like, okay, do you want a shot? Like, yeah, for sure, thank you. So
You got tough lips. That's why you're gonna suck dick for 1,000 a day. That's why you're gonna do, dude. Like those guys like really amped you up to like to like follow that.
I don't trust myself to do
$1,000 blowjob every day. You're like, I got tough lips.
Realistically, I shouldn't be paid more than $4 to give someone a blowjob. But I was thinking like the best way to do it would be $365,000.
Dude, you got tough lips?
No, soft lips.
Oh, soft lips.
No, they didn't say I had tough lips.
I thought you said the
No, they're like, you have soft lips. You're a nice guy. That's what it was. Like, you're not
like,
tough.
like,
Holy shit, his lips feel like sandpaper. He's probably been in a couple wars, you know?
That's great, yeah.
My top
Brandon,
two.
yeah, your top two.
Growing up, my top two, I think, the most attractive men and women.
Really?
If we're going cartoon, like I said,
Esmeralda, yeah.
But if we're
That's
going,
a really good pull.
if we're going
She's
straight,
Yeah.
it was Selena Gomez.
Also
Originally, Ariana Grande when she was in Victorious when I was in high school.
I never watched that.
I'm a big redhead guy.
Well, yeah, when she was red haired.
So that was perfect.
Yes, but then the main one being Selena Gomez.
Fiance, red hair.
Yeah.
If I'm going guy,
Mom, red hair.
I don't know his name. He was the Chad or the hot dude in One Tree Hill.
The blonde hair guy. Lucas.
Yeah.
His name has to be Lucas, right? His name
I
has to be
don't,
Lucas.
you know better than
No,
I
I
do.
think his name's Lucas.
I think it's Lucas.
I'm looking it up. It's either his actor's name or the character's name. Have you watched All American?
But I don't know. He was the hunk, and he was so cool. I was
Yeah,
like,
you aspire to a hunk. You want to be like, I feel like you're like a hunk. You like want to be a hunky dude. Like that's like your thing.
Lucas Scott.
I mean,
Chad Michael Murray.
I don't-
That guy's
You have
so
a clean
beautiful.
kitchen,
That's
dude.
Lucas. His name was
Yes!
Lucas in the show. He's so hot.
I mean, I don't
Yes.
eat pussy, so I'm already halfway there. You know?
No,
like
hunks
a
for
feminine Chris-
sure, for sure.
He's a feminine Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
You're lucky.
no,
You're killing it.
he was.
He was also in Gilmore Girls. He was the jockey guy.
Look at that guy.
Oh
Look at his name.
yeah, no, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
He's a soft
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
definitely
That's
able to drink up.
90s.
It's like
gold.
hard but soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I watched One Tree Hill with my sister because we had one TV.
Yeah.
So like, if she took the TV, she was the oldest sister. Like you're just watching what you watch.
Yeah.
And I hated it, but I was like, I want to be that fucking guy.
On track, now we on way